Hey everybody, Jonathan here with Pinnacle Outdoor Traditions. I am giving a shot to tree saddle hunting and decided today to do a unboxing video for y'all. I wanted something that I thought I can do this by myself. It's not adding a ton more weight to what I've already got to pack back into the woods. So I looked at tree saddles. Tethrd is the one I ended up going with. I did a lot of research, watched a lot of other reviews, read a lot of articles, looked into the design of it and all. I think personally for me, I'm going to feel comfortable being in it. So I made the order, I got it in today. I did not order any more sticks, so I am going to be using these muddy sticks that I've got right here. They are a lot heavier than what's out nowadays. Now I will tell you that in my research and in my in all the reviews that I've read and watched, it seems like tree saddles are very different from everything else you've ever done. Playing with them is highly recommended. You know, trying them out, setting them up, taking them down, hunting from them, shooting from them. All of that needs to be done many times before you ever go out to actually hunt. So I do plan on getting out there probably here in the next few days and giving it a shot, setting it up, and then when I do, I will bring you out and record and show y'all. Let's open it up, let's take a look, see what they sent me. The box itself, with all the packing and everything, is 10 pounds, almost on the nose. Weighs less than the climbing sticks do. So right there they've got me. My wife was home today, and I actually had her pick it up, and I just kind of handed her the box, and she goes, "Oh, goodies," and I said, "Just put out your hand." Handed it to her, she goes, "Wow." So it obviously catches you right off the bat as lightweight. First off, nice pretty box. We got the Phantom Elite is the name of the saddle that I chose. It's a 2-panel saddle. Reason being is that I am 43 years old and I was worried about getting into a tree stand and having problems with my hip, my back, mostly my back. The saddle itself, if it's going to hit me in the hips, it's going to hit me in the hips. I'm just going to have to learn how to adjust in order to get it comfortable. But I was worried about like my lower back, my upper back. Years of working in warehouses and things means my back has problems from time to time. So having the ability to move a back band up and down and give myself support was very important. That's why I went with this particular model. Also got us the tether rope. This is the rope that hangs from the top of the tree. Also got a public land gear strap. Now, this thing looked really cool to me. If I wasn't going to order anything else from Tethrd, this was definitely on my list. And last but not least, the platform. This is the Tethrd Preditor Platform. It's die-cast aluminum. Again, comes in a real nice box. The platform itself is supposed to weigh about 3 pounds. I've seen reviews showing it on those nice, pretty, you know, electric scales. Fairly good, lightweight setup. Instruction book. Nice Tethrd sticker. Thank you guys at Tethrd. Got your bracket right there. So this is what's going to grip the top of the stand and push itself into the tree. And from what I was reading, it should also give you the ability to, I think, adjust the angle a little bit. Or no, that's that knob right there. From what I was seeing on their website, this allows you to adjust this angle right here so that you can, you know, if you've got a tree that's got a lean to it, you can straighten yourself up, that kind of thing. And we've got a secondary bracket. I'm gonna have to look in the book to see what the difference is between those two. First thoughts on this: very lightweight, feels very rough, rugged. I love the fact that that right there is really nice and tight. Fit and finish on it is pretty good. It's been sandblasted, it feels like and looks like, which is nice. Dulls it out so it doesn't show up in the woods. I did see on their website that they've got suggestions if you want to camouflage it. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But that's the platform. This is the buckle. And it's one of the pull style buckles. Nice and heavy duty nylon webbing, which is good. You've got that loop system right there where you just depress the buckle, pull it through in order to adjust the size. Looks like that'll go around a fairly decently sized tree. It hooks on to the platform with this guy right here, this little knob. It's somewhat oval shaped. It's not completely round, which is good. That way, as you're putting it on, hanging it, you're hanging from the tree, trying to work it around and put it on there. Perfect round shape means that it'll have a tendency to want to fly off. The oval shape will kind of grab onto it a little bit better. Let's see what the saddle looks like. So, first off, I tell you, they packaged it right, man. It's a nice box. You've got your what's in it card, but the saddle itself comes in this really nice pouch. Also got safety instructions, which will be read. I'm not one of those guys. What to expect in your package. So this has got what they call the MVP, which is that back strap I was telling you about. It's supposed to be really nice. Can go from your knee pit to your armpit, is what they call it. And it says for unmatched versatility. I like things that are versatile. One of the things that sold me on it. The cis haulers, that's going to be your gear pouches. It's what's going to hold your ropes and stuff and sit on the side. Like that as well. And then the saddle itself with the bridge, the comfort channels, lineman loop, freedom belt, suspender ready, and MOLLE expansion. So it's got all kinds of goodies that is built into it. So this here is our tree saddle, y'all. I'm anxious. I can't wait to try it out. We're gonna see how it works. That's your lineman belt right there, your lineman loop, I believe. Or no, maybe that's your bridge. That might be your bridge rope. I'll have to look into it, figure it out. You got your leg straps right in here. The saddle itself comes really well built. Feels good. Feels solid. Got a nice camo pattern on it. One of the things they were talking about, they've put MOLLE loops all the way out onto that bridge piece right there, so that you can put those gear bags more forward onto your waist, so you're not reaching back, you're reaching down. But they've got MOLLE webbing, show y'all, all the way down this side and all the way down this side, which is pretty cool. An adjustable buckle. You just pinch those sides, open it up, lock in place. Feels solid, feels heavy duty. Everything on it looks and feels exactly as they, exactly as they advertised. And one of the other nice little features to it, which is always nice, made in the USA right there. These are our cis haulers. So these bags, these are going to hold your ropes. When you're climbing, you're going to use a lineman rope around your waist in order to climb up. And then once you're up, you're going to put your tether rope around. And one bag's going to hold your lineman rope. The other bag holds your tether rope. That way you can keep them separated, keep them organized. And then you can also put things like your gear holder, gear strap, carabiners, things of that nature in there. Anything that you would need that you maybe put like in a hip pocket or jacket pocket, you can put in these pockets. They really put a lot into it. They were talking about it. They've got it set up where it's got a couple of pockets right here with kind of a what's called stretch fabric. They've got a zipper pocket right here with a small carabiner, a little S carabiner inside, as well as a couple of hoops right in here. Yep, there's a third one on that side. So 1, 2, 3 little hooks right there in order to, say you want to hang your keys. One guy was showing that he had a little tether like he uses for his rangefinder on a cell phone, and he would hook it to here so that way he doesn't drop it. So it gives you not only the ability to carry the necessary gear for the saddle itself, but some extra stuff too that can be, at the ready, which I like that. Last thing, looks like we've got, yep, this is the MVP. So this is going to be the back band. This is going to be the part that goes above the saddle across the back here, and you can adjust up and down, put the saddle on your rump. And the idea is basically it's like a hanging seat hammock is how it's set itself up. Looks like I've got just about everything I would need except for a lineman's rope. Wasn't sure if it was going to come with it or not. Looks like it does not. So that is one thing I would say to the negative, is that maybe specify that a little bit more clearly for us newbies who don't know any better, that it doesn't come with that and you need to order it, or maybe make it like a suggested buy when you buy this product down at the bottom of the page, something to that nature. So that means I'm going to have to make another order before I can try it out. We've got our tether rope. This is the rope that hangs up from the tree and holds you in place. It's an 8mm rope that they claim is stronger, lighter, and more resistant to fading and things of that nature than the 11mm rope. So it's smaller but stronger because of the types of fabrics and things that they use. So it's got a Prusik knot right here. If you've ever used the lifeline system, you know what this is, you know how it slides, but when you put tension on it one way or the other, it grabs hold. Otherwise, freely slides easy. So it's a nice knot, nice feature. There's going to be some other stuff I'm going to add to this. There is a accessory, for lack of a better word, that you can put onto this rope right here that allows you to adjust what this adjusts right here with one hand. It's called an ascender. It's a little one button push kind of thing, so you can just pull, it'll straighten you up, or you can reach down, lift up on a lever, and sit yourself back down. I do like that idea a lot, so I am going to invest in one of those for this. And of course, our cyst collar. This thing is so cool. Or his strap, that's what it's called. I'm still learning the names, I apologize. So you can see this is just nothing but a strap full of loops that you can customize and set up whatever way you want. You've got a little metal clasp right there, a little hook right there. What you do is you put that around your tree, slip that hook over the closest loop, and that holds it in place. Around your tree, you've got all these loops. You can see them right there. Got all those loops. And then hanging down the tree, you got these loops. So I can have this up here, water bottle up here, maybe rangefinder up here, or rangefinder in my pouch, bag hanging from here. You know, it gives me the ability to quickly and easily adjust where I want, or what I want and where I want it. Anywhere on that tree, I can put it to the left, put it to the right. Not a single thing has to get screwed in, which to me is wonderful. But as y'all can see, we've got some new gear here we're going to play with. I'll let y'all know how it comes out when I get the new or get the other rope that I need, and kind of go from there. We'll try it out. You'll see the first time I try this thing out on the stand or in the woods here, I'll just find a tree, put it in, give it a shot. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. Hopefully this will be a new tool in the arsenal. That's the whole point of this. When we go out and hunt, and we get new gear in order to add new stuff and try new things out. I am back out with the second video for the tree saddle platform. I finally got the rope in that I needed. Was able to find it through Amazon for about half the cost of what I was going to get it at Tethrd. So we're going to try that. The whole idea of this is to give things a shot. So let's see what the less expensive option is going to do for me. One thing I wanted to try while I was out here today, and I'm doing, is I like to carry a sidearm with me when I hunt, especially on private land. So I have my SIG M17 9mm on my hip right now. I just want to see, with the saddle and everything, how well it or how badly it pushes on my hip, how comfortable or uncomfortable it may be. One of the things I liked about this setup was all these fun little pouches. I've got my cell phone here, so we're gonna go ahead and put that in the pouch. Alright, I think I've got this good and tight across here. So it's sitting just above my belt, which I tend to wear things a little on the low side in terms of waist. So that would be about right. These little loops come up, hook into place. The waist loop, it's good and secure when it's on you, but when you go to take it off, it's a bit on the slippery side. So as soon as I took this thing off, it unadjusted itself. I don't know if that's going to be a good or a bad thing, if that's going to be an annoyance or what. I'm also apparently a little small-waisted for this thing, so I have a ton of extra room here. Ideally, the way this setup works, this is your tether, and then beneath it, I have that they call hiss haul or hiss system, something like that. Anyway, this is my gear rope. Basically, this is what I use to hang gear from the tree. So I've got those two sort of staged and layered up based off of when I'm going to use them. This would be the last thing I'd put up, so it's going to be at the bottom of that pouch. In the other pouch, right now I've got my backrest, which we can go ahead and put on. That just slips over your head. Now this one's pretty cool setup. It's got a little bungee system right here on the buckle. And what that does is it allows you to loop it around your bridge loop and lock it in place if you want to do so. So if I want it to stay in that mid to lower back range, I just wrap it around this and it keeps the whole system together. Next, I have the piece that I was missing last time. This is my lineman's rope. So what it is it's a long rope that allows you to go around the tree. You can put all your weight back, freeing up your hands to be able to build your platform and everything going up. Now just for right now, because I've never stepped foot on this platform, I have never worn this before, I don't know how this is going to feel or how it's going to work. I just put the platform right here about my knee level, so that way I can just put my lineman rope around the tree, tighten it up to where I think it'll need to be, and just step up into it and get the whole process down and the feeling down, kind of adjust things. I do have my climbing sticks out here with me. I don't tend to be a very patient person, so once I get comfortable with it, I may go ahead and throw some sticks up in here and go ahead and try and climb up. So this lineman's rope, the only negative I saw about it on Amazon was the fact that these carabiners right here are pretty heavy, and they're real heavy duty. They got a lot of weight to them. You can swap them out with lighter weight carabiners if you so choose to do so. I just got this thing. I haven't bought anything else to go with it yet, so for now we're going to use what we got, just for the sake of money, because let's face it, I'm making videos on YouTube. I am not a millionaire. So got a lineman rope connected to the one side. We're going to go around the other side. The second carabiner is attached to what they call a Prusik knot. Basically the thing is free moving until you put an angle to it, and when you do, that rope gives tension against itself and holds itself in place. So that's how you adjust your length. Ideally you don't want more than 14 inches between you and the tree when you're climbing up and doing your things, and so this allows you to be able to adjust based off of the width of the tree itself. Alright, so we're in the tree. You know, I heard some complaints. One of the videos I watched, the guy was about 260 pounds and he had a lot of flex with this thing, with the platform. And I guess, you know, if I were that size, I could understand that and appreciate it. But seeing as though I am not that size, I can tell you this thing feels pretty darn rock solid. I mean, I've been in hang-on stands that are looser than this. I've got my lineman's rope here, which is holding me in place really nice and steady. If I need to adjust it, I can, just by taking some of the tension off, pulling it a little bit closer. So far so good. You know, that feels very comfortable. I feel like from this position here, if I wanted to, I could hang steps or hang a platform, which is the whole point. This is the stage and this is the rope that we use in order to put our next set of steps up, in order to put our platform up. That's how it works. Our lineman tether right here, or our tether rather, it's going to go up here. I think if I remember correctly, it said somewhere around your chin, so I'm probably going to put it like right around here, kind of that between the chin and the forehead area was the recommendation, and then kind of adjust it to get an idea what you like. One end's got a cinched loop, other end's got a carabiner. The idea is you put the carabiner in through the loop, put it to the height that you want it to be at. Right now I'm going to put it right about my nose, and then you lock your carabiner into your bridge. Your bridge is the rope that's already on there. I've also got the back strap locked into that as well. So everything's going right. This is what's going to support me, and it does. Hey, look y'all, I'm hanging from a tree. At this stage, one thing I can do in order to give me a little bit more room to move and maneuver, bring that down and cinch my bridge up closer. So move that up closer. That way when I've got tension on this rope, I've got more movement up here. I can tell you already, I don't like how high up on my butt this thing rides. It feels like it's catching me right on that hip bone, so I need to figure a way to get it down further. And I think at this stage, feel pretty good about unhooking the lineman belt. I think it's getting in my way. Let's see what this does, shall we? Ooh, I like that. So one of the first upgrades that I'm looking at getting, and I'm probably going to be getting in the next couple of days, is replacing this right here with an ascender, which is a little mechanism that replaces that Prusik knot right there, allowing me to, with one hand, just kind of lift up and pull myself up or down, and it locks in place a little bit better. If I'm doing this right, I can move all the way around. Using the side of the tree to be able to shoot. And that actually feels very secure, very comfortable. I can come all the way around. This side of the tree, if I want to get all around here. If I'm gun hunting, I might even be able to turn, come towards here. Y'all can see it does like to move a bit. So it's going to take some getting used to. It's why they said practice and play with it. And I get it now. Well, it's nice those bungee cords actually have enough stretch that even up here it feels good. Now I'm also going to get some knee pads for my knees to go against the tree, because you can kind of sit here and hug the tree. You're also supposed to be able to turn to shoot like this if you have something coming in behind you. Using the tree the whole time for anything in front of you to be your cover. Okay, that helps with that. On this bridge loop here, they've got these little, I don't know how it's put other than like little balls or tabs sewn into the webbing. That gives you positioning for your bridge. By lowering it, it lowered the bridge onto my backside, making things a bit more relaxed. Definitely gonna have to get that ascender, because this knot wants to let loose. It was actually pretty darn comfortable with the gun on too. I was worried that was gonna kill me. I could see hanging out here waiting on the deer. Hear them come up the hill. Coming around this way. Yeah, I guess it's gonna work. I think I want to try climbing up a little bit. Okay, we're up a tree. I just went up 2 sticks high, used my tether rope for a gear rope to get up here, just to bring the stuff up, because I didn't actually bring my gear rope out with me. There's a few things that I'm going to have to get used to, and the way I set the platform up at the top of the sticks there may have the guys who make this product at Tethrd have a slight heart attack. I don't know. I hope not, guys. I like your product so far. There we go. Alright. We're tethered in, peoples. This is the Tethrd platform. Gotta say, it is comfortable. And I do feel very secure. I think that this is going to work. This is going to work real well. Show y'all how this works. You can tighten it up, loosen it up, whatever you need to do. You've got all these loops. Put your carabiners on. Y'all can see, I mean, I'm pulling down on it with all of my force and weight. It's holding true. It's not a problem. So, hanging a backpack, things of that nature on here, it's not going to be an issue. Put your camera arm on here for recording for y'all. Be able to swing around. I can put my foot on those steps if I need to in order to take this full shot. Swing back around if I got something coming out over here on my weak side. Probably be smarter to plant my feet right there. Use my bridge and my brace to put my arm on and give it a little bit of a steady rest on my left arm. Don't like that. It's about the only thing I could say against it. Don't like that. Keeps sinking on me. I can't sit in it without pulling that thing straight down. But otherwise, I think this is going to work. Turn around. Just like I suggest for this. From this angle, it feels real good and secure. Don't want to let go at all. Overall, you know, being 43 years old, having problems with my knees, my back, my hips, I'm surprised at how comfortable this really is. I think this is going to work out just fine.
So my bluegrass friends ain't never let me down.
So that's the first one with the tree saddle. I'm going to practice it some more. Try it some more. Try it in different scenarios, different trees, get up higher, get a few upgrades to the equipment. But overall, so far, I think it's going to work out really well. I think it's hitting to my strengths and my comfort zone really well. I feel very comfortable in it. I did not feel unsafe in any way, shape, or form. The entire time I was in that tree, I was strapped to the tree. The platform was solid. The steps were solid. Don't like the rope slipping. I think there's a break-in period to that, so that would make sense. But I still think I'm going to get that ascender assist thing that will help me get that off or up and down the tree better. I'm going to get the knee pads as well, so that way I'm leaning up against the tree and not killing myself. But hey, who knows? May shoot a big buck this coming November out of that. Who knows how this is going to work out, other than the fact that I am comfortable with it, and that's cool for me. Until next time, this is Jonathan with Pinnacle Outdoor Traditions, telling you whether in the woods, like now, or on the water, get outdoors, make some traditions your own. Lots more to come, guys. See y'all then. I told you there was a fish under there. A little bit better one than the other ones we've been getting today. But I knew there was one up underneath that bridge. I got hit too many times. So here we go. Proof I ain't crazy.